Bitcoin is crashing and altcoins are moving with it. How much more pain do we have to endure before we find a bottom? What am I personally doing? What is my strategy? I want to share that with you. Also, we have huge news around Mastercard and NFTs. You'll be able to buy NFTs with your Mastercard credit cards. And also huge altcoin news. Michael Arrington is putting $100 million into Moonbeam. And I'll be looking to add that to my portfolio. So I'll share my thoughts on that. Also, VeChain has partnered with the UFC. So we're going to talk about this and much more. Let's break it down. Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please give me a 5-star rating. Quick word from our sponsor, and that is Linkto, which makes private equity investment easy. Essentially, you have to be a VC and a hedge fund, some sort of big investment firm to be able to get in equity investments in crypto companies or other tech companies. Well, Linkto is bringing that opportunity to the everyday investor who are accredited. So you can buy equity in Dapper Labs, BitPay, Ripple, Uphold, Abra, and many more. I'm a client of Linkto, so I have bought BlockFi, I've bought Ripple, and so forth. And this is a great opportunity to give you the opportunity to double dip. I've often talked about that, where these VCs, these big investment firms, are buying the tokens, but also buying equity in the companies building the infrastructure. And of course, many of them did well with the Coinbase IPO and with different Bitcoin miners who are going public and so forth. So this is a huge opportunity, in my opinion. It's like getting into Google and Amazon and so forth in the early days, in the early 90s. So this is, once again, an opportunity that's not open and hasn't historically been open to a lot of folks, but now it is due to obviously change in laws and investment rules and regulations. So Linkto is bringing this opportunity, and it's once again, great opportunity to double dip and make money on both sides. So if you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Let's look at the market here. It is bloody, my friends. Bitcoin down near 11% from a 7-day perspective. Ethereum down over 20% from a 7-day perspective. It is not pretty, guys, and I don't even want to look at these prices, but we're going to talk about it. You look at Cardano down 14%, XRP over 12%. Man, it's certainly prices you don't want to see, but these are just market cycles playing out. And I've been here since 2016. This is not my first go around. I know some of you, this is your first go around. Hang in there. The crypto market, I like to think of it as a pendulum. It swings very high, and the price increases at the pace that we see in crypto. It doesn't exist in any other market. But the crashes also are brutal when that pendulum swings back the other way. But once you step back and you look at the pendulum from a holistic view, you realize, okay, I will catch the next cycle if I missed this cycle. And right now, with the pendulum swinging back to the lows, guys, it is a great buying opportunity. And this is not financial or investment advice. You should do your own research. But this is when money is actually made. I know some of you who are new will probably be like, dude, are you crazy? This is when money is made? Look at the prices. It's a matter of perspective. Buying the lows and selling the highs. You buy as much as you can when the prices are dirt cheap, when there's blood on the streets and people are fearful. This applies in the stock market, in the real estate market as well. In the 2008 crash, guess what? There were buyers. There were a lot of sellers, people selling out of fear, but there were buyers, and those buyers made a shit ton of money, right, in the years following. The same way I made money in the bull run of last year, starting since 2020, of course. I bought in 2018, in 2019, when it was, man, just brutal bear market. So I bought at those points and I made money. Now, I was expecting Bitcoin and some of these alts to do much better. Obviously, Bitcoin to go to six figures. It didn't, but I did take profits last year. I know some people were giving me crap. I remember talking about, hey, I'm going to cash out Bitcoin around 45K. And then, I was talking about I want to buy a Tesla and so forth. Some people were giving me crap, but I took my profits there. I didn't take as much as I was anticipating, but I did take some profit. So I'm still comfortable. And I have my crypto that I'm not worried if, Bitcoin goes to 20K, Ethereum goes to $1,000. I'm holding long term. The money I have in my crypto is not money I need to live, guys. We'll pay my mortgage and whatever, right? And I've said many times, I have 401k, I have my savings in the bank account, I have an investment property, I have money in stocks as well. That's not doing well also, but it's a matter of perspective and having the macro view. So Bitcoin could go further down, my friends, and we could see maybe a Bitcoin at 23,000. Maybe that will be the bottom. We'll see, but I think maybe this week, in my opinion, we will see the bottom and then we'll start moving upwards slowly. But that's not guaranteed, right? We are living in some crazy macro trends right now with inflation, with Russia, Ukraine, with crazy oil prices and gas prices. It is not, something we've seen historically where Bitcoin has gone through these multiple macro geopolitical economic situations, which are really rough. So here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm being patient. I'm leaving my emotions at the door, and I'm looking for, will Bitcoin continue to drop a bit more? These alts continue to go down, and then I will be accumulating. I did buy some, was it last week? Yes, so I bought some Algorand last week. And the great thing about Algorand as a proof of stake token is you can buy it and you're earning passive income off of that. So this is not financial advice. I'm just saying what I'm doing and my perspective. This does not scare me because I've been through it. And this time around, guys, we have more institutional money. We have more regulatory clarity, not the full regulatory clarity, but we have more of it. So I'm personally, buying the dip where I can, but this is not financial advice. I want to stress that. Do your own research. This is off of my research and my conviction and my experience having been through bear markets before. So I'm just grabbing up as much as I can, and I'll see if, Bitcoin goes further down. I'll be buying some Bitcoin as well, Ethereum and other alts. I believe in diversification. It's what has made me money when, coins that I thought maybe would pop off, like for example, XRP has not. Well, I still made money off of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. And, that's how you got to look at it, guys. There are no guarantees when it comes to investments. You have to diversify. So that's what I'm doing. I would love to hear what you guys are doing, but let's jump into some news. Actually, before I get there, just I'll give you an idea how pretty rough it is right now. Altcoins are at the lowest weekly RSI level ever, even lower than 2018 bear market. They have now entered the oversold area. So alts are bleeding. Bitcoin dominance is up as well. And here, even the Bitcoin holders, MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, right? MicroStrategy's Bitcoin investment is now at a $330 million loss. So the pain is being felt, from the top to the bottom, guys, retail, institutional, and so forth. But Saylor, like he said, he's not selling anything. He's just hodling because he has that macro view. Now, Fidelity CEO said something along the lines about crypto winter, kind of confirming, yeah, bear market's here. He said, I see crypto winter as an opportunity to double down and go extra hard into crypto. And the building continues, guys. Here's an example. Mastercard now allowing cardholders to buy NFTs on several marketplaces. Mastercard is partnering with multiple partner platforms, including Immutable X, the Sandbox, and MoonPay. So once again, these companies who have nothing to do with crypto or NFTs who are now getting in, the price doesn't bother them because they know they're going to build it and sit back. And as the bull market starts again, the money's going to come in. So Mastercard is working with NFT scaling platform Immutable X, Candy Digital, The Sandbox, Mintable, Spring, Nifty Gateway, and Web3 infrastructure provider MoonPay on the new capabilities, according to the press release. With $2.9 billion Mastercards worldwide, this change could have a big impact on the NFT ecosystem, according to Raj Damoradaran. Oh, my goodness. I apologize if I butchered that. Mastercard's executive vice president of digital asset and blockchain partners, products and partnerships. Mastercard recently surveyed a group of 35,000 people in 40 countries and found that 45% had purchased an NFT or would consider buying one. The company said, in addition, Mastercard found that about half of those surveyed sought more flexibility and wanted to be able to pay with crypto for everyday purchases or use credit or debit card to buy an NFT. So guys, the infrastructure, the on and off ramps continue to be laid out here despite the market conditions. Bull or bear, they're just building because they know we haven't hit mass adoption yet. And of course, Mastercard does it. Game theory will play out. Expect American Express, Visa, and so forth to follow suit. So here's some big news from Michael Arrington, who certainly one of my heroes, guys. He's the founder of TechCrunch, was early in the Silicon Valley circles, and did really well. And I've interviewed him on the channel, and I will be interviewing him again this week to talk about this news, guys. Arrington Capital launches $100 million growth fund for Moonbeam Ecosystem. The fund, in partnership with the Moonbeam Foundation, will back new projects and protocols on the EVM-compatible Polkadot parachain. So EVM, of course, means Ethereum Virtual Machine. This is interesting, guys, because remember, he's got a bunch of other funds out there like Algorand, and I hold Algorand in my portfolio. He also has XRP, of course, and now they've added Moonbeam. So I will interview him and ask him about this. What are his thoughts? Why he's taking this big bet? It's a lot of money, guys, $100 million. And remember, he also did a big investment in Luna, did really well with that. Obviously, we know how Luna ended. So I'm going to ask him about the Luna situation as well. But this is interesting, and I would be looking to see if I want to take a position in Moonbeam, especially with how the prices are looking right now, guys. And it's right now at 96 cents. So this is interesting. And it's the Glimmer token, which is on the Moonbeam network. So once again, I'll talk to Michael, see what he has to say here. I'll be doing my own research as well. I always encourage you guys, do your own research. And if you hold Moonbeam, definitely let me know. You can tweet at me or leave it your message in the comment section. But let me give you some details. Crypto investment firm Arrington Capital, which has more than $1.6 billion in assets under management, has partnered with the Moonbeam Foundation for a new $100 million ecosystem fund for Polkadot's EVM-compatible Moonbeam parachain. The Arrington Moonbeam Growth Fund will finance new companies and protocols on the Moonbeam network, aiming at a wide range of verticals, including decentralized finance, marketplaces, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and gaming. The fund has already deployed capital to 2 undisclosed projects. Moonbeam launched in January and currently has 100 projects that are either live or preparing to launch. In the first 5 months, Moonbeam users completed over 6.5 million transactions, and developers deployed over 5,000 smart contracts, according to the network. That's big news, guys. And once again, I will be looking to see if I can add this in my portfolio. Certainly the entry point price is appealing, but I got to do my research. I got to look at the market cap. I got to look at who's building. You don't want to blindly invest. The circulating supply right now is just over 297 million. That's pretty good. It shows that there's potential upside there for the supply market cap, of course, but we'll have to see what the max supply is and how many will be distributed and put out into the market. Anyway, I will let you guys know when I take a position. Now, another coin that I hold in my portfolio is VeChain, and they have partnered with the UFC. So UFC taps VeChain as the first official layer one blockchain partner. The multi-year deal was reportedly worth $100 million. Huge marketing here. And once again, when is this happening, guys? When is this happening? When the prices are crashing. So it just shows these folks, they're just building, they're marketing, they're doing what they got to do. So the timing is pretty cool. So I know some people are going to be like, dude, the VET token didn't do that great, yada, yada. Yeah, this is another one in my portfolio that it didn't do as well as I thought it would. It did see a pump last year, of course, but not to, some epic new all-time highs. Generally, we might have, well, I should say, if we had an all season, we could have seen a VeChain and other altcoins pop off, but, the market doesn't go according to what we think, guys. But there's still hope. There's still hope here. Maybe Bitcoin will find some sort of bottom, and then there's some epic news and things go up. But we'll see, right, guys? So big partnership here with VeChain, with the UFC. Now, luxury e-tailer Farfetch to start accepting crypto payments later this year. That's pretty cool. We're seeing more retailers online, offline, are going to be accepting crypto. And it's just a sign everybody's recognizing this new asset class and the potential it has. So very cool news there. Also, the folks at Library, who are obviously in a lawsuit with the SEC, they're calling out the SEC big time. They tweeted about a video here where Gensler is in an interview and, he continues this bullshit like, oh, come in and speak to us, right? But we've seen what they're doing. You come in and you say things and they use it against you. You think you're going in to be transparent, say, hey, this is what we've done. Here's what we would like to do, and so forth. And they're like, okay, they're taking notes, and then we'll get back to you. And then maybe a month later, hey, lawsuit, right? And give us $100 million. So the shakedown is what they're doing, like the mob. And the folks at Library call out Gensler and said, this is an absolute lie. We have begged the SEC to answer questions or give us any feedback. They have never answered a single question or gave us any steps we could take to correct anything. They did use voluntary evidence to sue us. So the folks at Library have been asking for clarity on certain things, asking questions, but the SEC, basically took the information and said, all right, we're going to sue the hell out of you, and then just left it at that. So Gensler is a lying piece of crap, a hypocrite. Now, Eleanor Tourette, she was at Consensus along with a lot of people in the crypto market, and she spoke to Senator Toomey, or I think Senator Toomey was was speaking, and she quoted him saying, "I'm going to go out on a limb and say we get stablecoin regulation done this year." So this is Senator Toomey. Patrick McHenry second that, saying he's excited and optimistic. Bipartisan asset-backed stablecoin bill coming this summer from the House Financial Services Committee. So regulations are going to start rolling out. Certainly stablecoin is a big one for the government, because stablecoins obviously compete with the dollar, even though you may say, well, they help amplify the dollar. But remember, these governments are looking to build CBDCs. So they're going to regulate stablecoins and then introduce their CBDCs, and they can't have stablecoins being used, outperforming from a usage standpoint, the CBDCs, right? I think that you would all agree. Finally, LimeWire, they've been working with the folks at Algorand. I'm trying to get an interview. Man, the early days of the internet, I used LimeWire, got a lot of viruses, but also, well, let me not implicate myself in any way here, but you all know what LimeWire was used for. Well, they're working with Algorand, and here's something they tweeted out, which I find very interesting. The LimeWire originals will be a catalyst to drive Ethereum users to Algorand. This is only the beginning, Algo fam. We will soon be announcing an amazing lineup of artists and music NFTs that will be a core part of the Algorand ecosystem. Hashtag watch us work. So Algorand is certainly looking to compete with Ethereum, and Algorand has higher transactions per second, scalable, lower fees. There's not ridiculous gas fees like Ethereum, but Ethereum has the first mover advantage, and it's going to take some time for Algorand to steal the devs and the people who are building on there to get them to come over and build on the Algorand blockchain. So Guys, be patient. We're still early. Those of you who are new, look, I know this may be hard to stomach, but these are the times when money is made, guys. It's when you have this amazing low price entry point, but you got to have a macro outlook, right? And look, sometimes you buy and it goes down another 3 grand or something. I'm talking about Bitcoin or some of the altcoins going that goes down another few $100, but you're still buying within a low range that, once again, as the cycle plays out and goes back up again, we've seen higher highs and higher lows for Bitcoin and altcoins, right? So that's what you got to look at is the continual growth and the opportunity to make significant money here. And I'm speaking from experience. I've made money in the crypto market, and I will look to continue to do that again in the future cycles. So let me know what you all think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.